go. We're going to get started. Hi, everybody. Okay, so today is a restorative session preparing us for the holidays. The holidays are upon us, and the holidays can be rife with additional stress that it may come from a variety of things, from um, missing loved ones. Um, that was actually inspiration for this theme of mine is when I lost my father, um, holidays were just never the same. And yet the same traditions were there. And so it really left this feeling of missing my father, especially in the holidays. So there's missing loved ones. It could be struggle with loved ones. It can be financial. It could be a variety of things, blended families, additional personalities in the family, whatever. So today is a session, a restorative session to help us prepare, ground our nervous system, quiet and calm the mind and the heart. And I have a few prompts that I have set up for you to reflect on as we hold our yoga poses. So with that in mind, let's begin. Let's begin lying on our back. So we're just going to lie straight onto the back with the knees bent if the back feels sensitive. And then maybe take the feet apart, the knees drawn in together, one hand over the heart, the other hand over the belly. And as always, we begin with breath. Start to deepen your breath. Arriving into this moment in time. Feel the movement of the breath as it comes in through the nose, expands in the chest. Feel the belly rise with that in-breath and then fall with the out-breath. As you continue to breathe, mentally make the decision, the choice to cultivate a safe space for reflection, for journaling, for manifestation. Few more deep breaths. And then allow the arms to cactus open and just feel that gentle stretch across the collarbones and the chest. And then stretch your legs out in front of you and cross your right foot over your left. And then take your right arm and bring it up over the ear. So you're making essentially a side body stretch. Good. Shift and adjust as needed. Maybe even clasp your hands. Contracting the left side of the body as the right side of the body stretches, making a crescent moon or maybe a candy cane shape. Uncross the legs, come back through the center and just observe, notice, feel. Then cross the left ankle over the right. The left arm goes over the ear and make your side body stretch on this side. We'll release once again, coming through the center. Bring both knees into your chest and just draw the knees in enough to stretch through the lower back. And then rock right to left, massaging the lower back. Bring the hands to the knees and draw a circle. Go in one direction, then the other direction. Again, massaging the sacrum, the lower back. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg long. Get a little hip stretch, then point and flex your feet. Good. Take your right knee out to the side and make a little circle. Opening up the hip, the lower back. And then come back to the center, lift your ankle up and walk your hands up to your shin, ankle, or foot, and then pull down enough so that you get a good stretch. Hug the knee in towards the center line for a happy baby. Beautiful. One more breath, inhale. Second breath, release, exhale, knees into the chest. This time, hug the knees in as you lift your upper body up. Good, lower down. Extend the right leg out. Keep the left knee in. Point and flex. Rotate at the ankles, and then rotate the left knee around in a few circles. One direction, then the next. Take this to a happy baby. Opening up through the hip. Draw the knee to the floor, but hug it in. This time we're going to pick the right leg up to meet the left for a full happy baby. And then bring the feet together. The knees stay apart. Pull in for another stretch. Rock it out a little bit right to left. And I like to send my elbow into my shin to really get that inner groin stretch. Good. Bring the knees together, kiss them together, and then rotate over for a twist. Send both knees over to the right side. And then start to circle the left arm and elbow, making big circles. Big breaths to match, and then feel your stretch. Hold and breathe. See if you can loosen any grip you're feeling. Good. Hug your knees together and come back through the center. You might notice one side versus the other. And we go right into the other side. So drop the knees this time to the left and the right arm circles around. Try to keep the right knee on top of the left as you circle this arm into your twist. Every posture should be feeling good. So if something doesn't feel good, please adjust. Bring the knees up higher for mid back. Bring the knees down lower for the lower back. You also might be feeling a pretty nice stretch in the pectorals, the front of the shoulder heads. Beautiful. Next breath, we come in through the center. We're going to bring the knees once again into the chest, squeeze everything in, and then lower the feet down for a hip bridge. Press down through the hands and the feet to lift and peel the hips up off the ground. Vertebrae at a time, lower down. And then cross your right ankle over your left knee and bring it in. Thread through, grabbing hold of the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Pull in as far as you feel a good stretch for the outer hips. And then here, rock it right to left. Find the sweet spot, bring it in and hold, breathing in and out. The release is going to be just the foot to the ground. Keep your ankle to knee and peel up. A little more challenging. Inhale the arms straight back. And then exhale, lower everything down. Good. Release the right foot to the ground. Bring the left ankle to the knee and bring it in. Again, thread through, find your stretch. Little movement, rocking, circles. Breathe into the body. Release through the breath, carving out this space. We're going to get to our reflective questions and prompts soon. Inhale, peel the hips up, sweep the arms back. Exhale, drop everything down. Stretch the legs forward, stretch the arms back. And stretch in opposite directions. Good. Engage your abdominals. Draw your chin to your chest and roll up. Coming all the way up with the legs stretched out in front of you. Stretch the arms up. Exhale into a twist, twisting over to one side. Opposite hand to knee. Good. And then coming through the center. Inhale again, stretch the arms up and twist the other way. Try to keep the hips level. You can tell by your feet. If one foot is pulling up or skewing out, try to keep the hips level with one another so you can really get that twist in the trunk and the torso. Beautiful. Come back through the center, bend the knees, maybe a little, maybe a lot, and then hinge at your hips for a forward fold. I'm holding on to the bottoms of the feet. If you've been blessed with longer legs than I have, use a strap. Place the strap around the feet, belly to thighs, get tall through the spine, stay there, or maybe hinge, folding forward a little bit more. Good. Keep that length in the spine to really get a stretch through the lower back. This is a really good stretch for the lower back if we do it properly. Exhale, fully draw the belly into the spine. Nice. Inhale, rise up. And then we'll bring the knees and soles of the feet together. This is where we're going to start off with one of our restorative postures here. I like to use a bolster, but you don't have to. You can use pillows, anything. Got this diamond shape. Actually, the cool thing would be a chair, or I've got this really fluffy bolster here to just fold over like this. Also good for the lower back, hamstring, stretch. Choose. So chair, any prop, we're folding over with that diamond shape and resting. And we're going to hold here for about 20 rounds of breath. Long enough to deeply relax into the stretch and also to reflect back on your ideal holiday season. What comes to mind when you think of the holidays? The atmosphere, your emotions, activities, people? Maybe there's some traditions that bring you joy, that make you feel like it's really the holidays. And consider, what are those feelings you most want to experience? I'll leave you with that for a moment to kind of dream. There's no rush. Work your way up. We're just going to rotate one knee inward to come into deer pose. So I encourage you to write where possible and keep that idea of what would manifest a holiday season of your desires. All right, let's from deer pose again, have a bolster handy, and we're just going to hinge forward, going to work our way around one way, another way, and settle in a position that feels good for your body. So it could look something like this. Let's fold it over. If I really want you to explore this, especially my friends with lower back sensitivities. So one option may be to keep this pose here and then fold your rib cage, side of the ribs over. Now, if you've got another pillow, or in my case here, I'm using a blanket, you're going to get a really good QL stretch right here. This gives your, you have to get up over the bolster enough. And then we draw the arm over the ear. Now you explore going forward and back. And we're getting another side body stretch there. Okay. So that's one option. Another option may be to get more of a quad stretch. And in that case, we're going to go back like this. Ah. Okay. And again, we're going to be here for about 20 breaths. And the heart is open in this position, which gives us a chance to consider gratitude and abundance. Ask yourself, maybe what am I already grateful for as I enter this holiday season? And consider 10 things, be big or small, that can open your heart to gratitude and abundance. And please don't let me limit you to just 10. Few more breaths. Good long and deep breath in, and an audible and releasing breath out. Blink the eyes open and work your way up or out of whatever you were in. And then we'll bring that leg back in to the way we were in that diamond shape. And just take a moment here to observe one versus the other. And we'll make our way to the other side. So bend the other knee in. And again, you might be going for more of that side body stretch that really gets into the QL, the quadratus lumborum lower back. Or you might be going more for the quad and bring the heel in and fold back. Whichever you're choosing, just go slow, mindful. And find the spot that doesn't cause any pain, but that does give you enough sensation. And once you get there, you might consider what's worked in holidays past. Maybe it was relaxing a little bit, not sweating the small stuff, lowering expectations. Or, let's see, here. Were there any blessings that surprised you? About 20 long breaths. Long breath in, audible and releasing breath out. And slowly work your way up. And we'll take the bolster and come forward to another forward fold. This time we're going to take the feet maybe a little bit wider apart. Hinge at your hips, find that bolster, and we're just going to fold over. And as we fold over, is there anything that you could release or let go of as the holidays approach? Any grudges or judgments or past hurts or pains? What can be released and let go to manifest really the holiday of your dreams? It might be perfectionism, having a thing be just perfect. Or it could be, like I said, holding a grudge or some past pain that needs to be moved out. Expectations, or maybe it's obligations, overcommitting oneself. What traditions or experiences do you want to create or maybe continue? So, as we release and let go of what doesn't work, what do you want to fill it with? Rise up. Then we're going to move the bolster against the wall for little legs up the wall. No rush in getting there. Up on that bolster. Get your hip right up against the wall. This is a good time to also have an eye pillow. And then swivel your legs up the wall. That's why it's called legs up the wall. And once you get positioned, your legs can be straight. We can go to a straddle again, or bring soles of the feet together and the knees apart. So you choose. And we'll be here considering maybe some self-care boundaries. What boundaries could you set to protect your peace and energy this season? How can you give while honoring your needs too? Bring the feet to the wall and slowly roll over to one side and just pause there. After a few rounds of breath, work your way up, moving very slowly. We're going to find that bolster. This time, place the bolster under the knees. Set up in mountain brook pose. That legs up the wall is a really good thing to prepare yourself for sleep. So work your way back and with maybe a blanket either under the head or over the belly like this. I'm going to find the eye pillow to place over the eyes for a final relaxation. And here's where we've done our reflection. We've cultivated gratitude, abundance. And it was really surrender, just letting it all go. With every long exhale, imagine all the expectations, all the hurts or pains of holidays past, just flowing out. Breathing in, ignite right at the heart space, the energy of love, of blessings. We know if we focus on our blessings, they grow. But so do our hurts and pains. But it takes conscious choosing. So let it all go with every breath, surrendering more and more. So that we can vibrate at higher levels of consciousness, healthier levels of consciousness. Slowly add a little movement to your fingers, your toes. Find a comfortable seat, growing tall through the spine, no rush to get there. We'll come into Lotus Mudra, bringing the fingers together at prayer and then just peeling the three middle fingers away. This Lotus Mudra is a hand gesture representing the lotus flower, which grows out of mud. And it is a mudra that reminds us that out of mud, something beautiful can grow. So if you've experienced pain or loss, struggle, as is part of living, that's the mud. The flower is by reaching towards the light what blooms. Bring your fingers together and bring your thumbs to your third eye, that your thoughts may align with your manifestations for the holidays. To the lips, that you speak kinder than they need to be, and that you speak in alignment with those feelings that you want to cultivate in the holidays. And then down to the heart and the solar plexus, that they align in action. With gratitude for all of you, I wish you namaste.